pandemic. We have a special afternoon planned to award merit badges and rank advancement to Scouts and to participate in an Eagle Port of Honor with cookies to follow. We'd like to start the afternoon with a flag ceremony. Everyone please rise.
You can't even find it. Here.
Color guard, present the colors.
What are you doing? Just leave it alone. You can't hear him. You're supposed to stand, but where is he?
Color guard, post the colors. Will Charlie Hoffman please come and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard dismissed. You may be seated. I would now like to recognize some of Troop 28's leadership. To our old and new senior patrol leaders. In Levin, thank you for leading the troop. Even though you didn't run to be SPL in the first place, you did an amazing job. To Nathan Heffman, our new senior patrol leader, we wish you good luck leading the troop, and we look forward to the year under your leadership. We would also like to introduce the two new patrols. We have the Tough Banana Patrol with the patrol leader Ari Rosen and assistant patrol leader Dylan Hossert. We also have the Duet Patrol with patrol leader Luca Pantelich and assistant patrol leader Charlie Hoffman. The new patrol leader of the Legit Llamas is Ryan Hossert. To our Scoutmaster, Mr. Heffman. Being a Scoutmaster isn't easy, and we would like to thank you for all the hard work you've put into this troop. It's been amazing having you as our Scoutmaster. To Mr. Hayek and the rest of the troop committee. Thanks to all of your hard work, the troop has been running smoothly, and thanks to all of our troop leadership in general, we've received the Journey to Excellence 2019 Gold Award. At this Court of Honor, we also welcome 9 new Scouts who recently joined our troop. While they were unable to attend in person today, we'd like to recognize and welcome Davey Fishboat, Ben Holtzman, Graham Howard, Cody Klein, and Henry Spencer. I'd like to invite Dylan Dippold, Max Lieberman, and Nikki Pantelich up to the stage. In a new Scout of Troop 28, we'll expect you to uphold the ideals of our troop, and you'll be expected to live according to the Scout Law and the Scout Oath, and to be regular in attendance at troop activities. Are you ready to take this promise? Please give the Scout sign and repeat after me. On my honor, I will do my best.
On my honor, I will do my best
To do my duty to God and my country.
to do my duty to God and my country,
To obey the Scout Law.
to obey the Scout Law,
To help other people at all times.
to help other people at all times,
And to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
and to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Please pick up your neckerchiefs from the award table. We know that each of you will be a great addition to Troop 28, and we welcome you.
Thank you.
We will now recognize the Scouts who have earned rank advancement. A total of 13 Scouts are advancing in rank, including 2 Eagles. Will our new senior patrol leader, Nathan Heffman, our Scoutmaster, Mr. Heffman, our committee chair, Mr. Hayek, and Ms. Pantelich, please join me to hand out the patches and remain to salute. Scout. The Scout rank is the first step between becoming Scout and becoming ranked in your troop. When I call your name, please come forward. Nikki Pantelich. Congratulations. Tenderfoot. Tenderfoot offers the basic skills in scouting adventures. When I call your name, please come forward. Ishan Godboli and David Ray. And Max Lieberman. For scout rank, and Max Lieberman. Second class. As a scout, you've tested yourself and you've practiced your scout skills. When I call your name, please come forward. Dylan Hostert and Ari Rosen. First class. As a scout, you've tested yourself even more and have polished your scout skills. When I call your name, please come forward. Charlie Hoffman, who achieved second and first class. Life rank. Life rank is one of the most special. This is the final rank before you become an Eagle Scout. When I call your name, come forward. Nathan Heffman, James High, Luca Pantelich, and Jonathan North. Scouts can earn over 130 different merit badges. To earn a merit badge, the scout chooses a subject, reads the merit badge pamphlet, works through the requirements in the worksheet, and then, when they're ready, presents to their merit badge counselor. Today, we're awarding a total of 39 merit badges. When I call your name, please step forward to collect your badges. Oscar Black for chess and fingerprinting. Duncan Campbell with first aid. James High with chemistry, citizenship in the community, citizenship in the world, and scholarship. John High with chemistry. Nathan Heffman with citizenship in the nation, communication, and personal fitness. Charlie Hoffman with metalwork. Dylan Hostert with astronomy, emergency preparedness, and photography. Ryan Hostert with personal fitness and personal management. Connor Howard with snow sports. Jonathan Miller with camping, cooking, and personal fitness. Jake Moscow with chess, fingerprinting, and scholarship. Logan Tanaka with astronomy and photography. Luca Pantelich with citizenship in the community, environmental science, personal fitness, and personal management. Finally, with the most merit badges and Eagles in the troop, for a total of 5 Eagle merit badges and 8 in total, we have Nikki Pantelich with citizenship in the community, citizenship in the nation, citizenship in the world, environmental science, personal management, fingerprinting, law, and scholarship. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Nathan, Mr. Effman, Mr. Hyde, and Ms. Pantelich, you may be seated. Now, we'll share some experiences from troop activities. Since this February, the troop has had to cancel 3 campouts and spaghetti dinner due to COVID-19. Despite the cancellations, at home, scouts with their family's help managed to make over 400 sandwiches for a homeless shelter in Evanston. In early March, we did get to attend the first aid meet at the Great Lakes Naval Station, and we got third place, only a few points behind second and first place. A shout out to Dylan Hostert's group, who got a perfect score, and Duncan Campbell, who got a perfect score on CPR. A big thank you to Mr. Howard for teaching all of us the first aid. Also, we would like to thank Mr. Pantelich, Luca Pantelich, and all the other people who helped on putting rug in the troop room and renovating it. Next year, we look forward to many campouts, including my favorite, the Wisconsin River trip in the fall, when we canoe down the river and camp out on the shores. We're also looking forward to climbing at Devil's Lake, skiing at Cascade, and for the first time, exploring the caves at Eagle Cave. Next, will Mr. Hyatt please approach to discuss fundraisers?
Jonathan, I think you're doing a great job. So I just want to say a couple things. First of all, thank you all for coming this afternoon. I know it's a little strange and out of the ordinary, but it's so fun and special to recognize all this great achievement. So my hat's off, Jonathan, to you and your planning. Regarding fundraisers, a couple things. We have really, actually, allow me to do this to be a little easier. We've really tried to set our troop on the course of being financially kind of solvent and breaking even each year. And due to your great work and participation, we achieved that in the past year. So we put ourselves in the right track. Obviously, COVID threw a bit of a wrench in what was going to be our spaghetti dinner here in the spring. I'll never forget in early March, emailing Phil Crowley at the Village and receiving kind of a, I'm not sure if COVID's going to be an issue or not, kind of use your judgment. And about 5 days later, it was beyond question that we needed to postpone. So looking into the 2020-2021 year, first I want to thank Tina Hassert for leading and coordinating our typical holiday sale process, wreaths, candles, and other items. Thank you, Tina. I would just ask, please be on the lookout. We're going to be relying on you and all of you scouts, obviously, to be selling to friends and family, as well as doing some coordinated sales together downtown. So look for more information, but by us all participating, we really can make a great fundraise like we did in the last year due to Tina's great leadership. And then with the spaghetti dinner, obviously we have to take it month by month with COVID. We are thinking of a takeout spaghetti dinner, so a to-go only, and selling jars of spaghetti sauce. And we're reflecting on the right timing of that. We want to make sure not to interrupt the process of the wreath sale. So we're going to be talking about that, Tina and myself and others here over the coming couple months, and we'll get back to you on the timing. It'll either be this fall, or it's possible we'll move it a little earlier, or maybe even a little later back into the spring, but we'll make that decision. The most important part, though, is that your participation, first, it's fun. It's a great way for all adult leaders to get to know each other. Second, we do think it's an important part of scouting for scouts to be a part of raising the fund to keep the troop solvent. And so we really do like the tradition, both for its financial aspects as well as part of our troops culture of us all chipping in to make all of this possible. So I'll end where I began with a great thank you. Over the last 12 months, we've really put ourselves in the spot that we wanted to be. We've got good momentum. And please keep a lookout for messages from Tina and myself over the coming couple months. And please do sign up when you get those outreaches. Thanks very much. Jonathan, back to you, sir.
This concludes the troop portion of the Court of Honor. I would like to welcome up our Senior Patrol Leader, Nathan Heffman, to kick off the Eagle portion of this Court of Honor. Thank you.
All right, let's please give another congratulations to all the scouts for their hard work in earning rank advancements and merit badges. We'll now move on to this evening's main event. I'd like to welcome you to this Eagle Scout Court of Honor for Ben Bacall and John Hyatt. I would now like to call up James Hyatt to serve as Master of Ceremonies for this Eagle Court of Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, guests and scouts, earning the highest rank in scouting requires enormous dedication, time, and effort. The occasion that recognizes an Eagle Scout's accomplishment should be memorable. Today, members of Troop 28 will describe a portion of what scouting calls the Eagle Trail, as we recognize Ben Bacall and John Hyatt's achievements, earning the Eagle Scout rank. There are 7 ranks to achieve before the rank of Eagle. The first 2 steps on the path to Eagle are Scout and Tenderfoot. The Scout rank is not automatic, it must be earned. Luca Pantelic, please come forward and describe the Scout and Tenderfoot ranks.
When a boy earns the rank of Scout, the spirit of scouting is kindled within him. That spirit is expressed in the Scout Oath and Law, which we recited just a few moments ago. We end our weekly meetings with the Scout Oath and Law, and we try to incorporate them into our daily lives, multiplied by more than 3.5 million boys in the world of scouting. They are reminders of the worldwide power of scouting. To a new scout, the higher ranks seem very far away, but they come a little bit closer when he earns the rank of Tenderfoot. There, he stands at the foot of the Eagle Trail. To earn the rank of Tenderfoot, a scout must learn the fundamentals of scouting, outdoorsmanship, and physical fitness. Inspired by the spirit of scouting and with the initial achievements behind him, he soon begins climbing the ranks of second class.
Ryan Hostert, Please come forward and describe the second class and first class ranks.
The requirements for second class. Is it on? Is it on? The requirements for second class are more difficult. They demand orienteering, camping, first aid, and swimming skills. A scout learns to be self-sufficient in the outdoors, develops good citizenship, and renders service to others. Now he is ready for the next challenge, attaining first class. Although the way is more difficult, the scout continues to climb. The path to first class takes him camping, cooking, pioneering, and he learns CPR, life-saving, and sharpens his outdoor skills. The day finally comes when he is ready to top the first real summit along the Eagle Trail and earns the first class rank.
The next steps are Star Scout and Life Scout. Olton Black, please come forward and describe the Star Scout and Life Scout ranks.
A scout can pursue more than 130 merit badges to explore careers, develop hobbies, and serve his community. He needs 6 to become a Star Scout. 4 of those badges must be among the 21 required for the Eagle rank. In addition to the merit badge requirements, a scout must demonstrate leadership through a troop leadership position, and he must participate in service projects. The Star rank is the first of 3 great peaks along the Eagle Trail. The path to the next summit, Life Scout, is challenging. The scout must demonstrate even greater leadership and service to others. There's plenty of hard work in mastering 5 additional merit badges and helping fellow scouts. The higher the scout climbs, the fewer travelers he meets along the trail. Not because the rank is selective, it only discriminates by effort and determination. The rank of Life Scout is a coveted one and deserved by all who attain it. But the Eagle Trail does not end there. It leads on toward an even higher summit.
Mr. Scott McCall, can you please come forward and describe the Eagle Scout rank?
The pathway narrows and steepens considerably as it continues. Many challenges must be conquered in these last few miles. Before the scout can scale the highest summit along the Eagle Trail, he must earn 10 more merit badges. Leadership and service to others are more demanding than ever. It is no longer simply enough to execute a program that others have set. He must now be a leader in the troop and an example to all his fellow scouts. The Eagle Scouts before you have also served many positions in the troop, including Assistant Senior Patrol Leader and Troop Guide. To earn their Eagle rank, a scout must assign their own service project, gain a sponsor's approval, and then obtain the materials and recruit the helpers he needs to complete it successfully. Only with the greatest perseverance, maturity, and effort can the scout gain the thrill of victory that comes looking back down the trail from the very top of the Eagle Summit.
I would now like to take a moment to introduce some distinguished guests who are Eagle Scouts. Mr. Scott McCall, Mr. Jeff McCall, Mr. Brian Hoffman, and via Zoom we have Ben's cousins, Zach and Robert McCall. Also via Zoom, we have Ben's grandfather, who is a Life Scout. I would also like to recognize Miss Sharon Zulke, our unit commissioner, who has joined us on Zoom. She asked me to share the following message. Scouts and their families, it is always a fine day to be able to recognize a scout for achieving the highest rank of Eagle Scout. Troop 28 today is honoring 2 such scouts, Ben Bacall and John Hyatt. You have lived by the scout oath and law, demonstrated leadership skills that will serve you well in all that you pursue. Please accept my congratulations on achieving this award and remember to maintain these values and skills. Remember, once an eagle, always an eagle. Ms. Zolke has been an active and strong advocate for our troop for many years, and we are grateful for her leadership. Now I'd like Ben to give a brief description of the service project.
So for my Eagle service project, we built a wood shed to store. For my Eagle service project, we constructed a wood shed to hold chopped firewood, and the wood shed can hold just over a half a quart of wood. One day that we came with scouts and we constructed the shed, and the next day that we came a couple weeks later, we chopped the wood with a 25-ton hydraulic wood splitter. We had a great time as scouts. We were really able to work together, and we showed a lot of improvement, especially after our fundraiser, which was a car wash that didn't turn out as well. But our participation in the wood splitting and the wood shed building was fantastic, and we were very pleased with the results.
Now I'd like John to give a brief description of his service project.
The goal of my project was to improve the southern side of the Little House by replacing window sills, repairing siding, painting, and replacing a door that was previously damaged. Mr. Delforge, other scouts, and I worked over last summer and the fall to complete these improvements to the Little House, which were funded by fundraisers at the Glencoe Union Church and a bake sale. I could not have completed the large task without the support from Mr. Delforge, all scouts that participated, my parents, and all parents in the troop.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Robert Delforge. Mr. Delforge served as both John and Ben's Eagle Scout Service Project coach. He will briefly describe Ben and John's service projects.
Thank you. I'll be brief. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the outdoors of Little House, which our scouts keep their hard work to make it look good, give us more grounds, and general upkeep of Little House. Again, my name is Robert Delforge. I am a former assistant scoutmaster to the Troop 28, and also had the privilege of advising both Ben Bacall and John Hyatt on their Eagle Scout projects here at Little House. I have known both Ben and John for the past 3 or 4 years. I don't know how long it's been. More? Okay. They've changed a lot. John, you might be the tallest scout I've ever known. Keep growing, John. Please, don't stop. John perhaps best embodies the scout principle of be helpful. Really, if you know John, you know that he's totally helpful. He's always on time. He's prepared. He's eager, and he's also motivated. John, thank you for working on your projects. It was great to work with you on them. For his Eagle Scout project, excuse me, John took on a challenge at Little House in Glencoe that turned out to be more extensive than he first thought. He pushed through the entirety of it. Thank you. This shows all of us that he is a young man that will make long strides with those long legs in whatever challenge he happens to take on. John works well both on his own, as he's shown, as well as with other scouts and the other adult leaders that has helped him take on his Eagle project. I cannot conceive of any environment in which John would not be successful in. Kudos to you, John. Ben Bacall, or as sometimes I like to think of him as the quiet assassin. Ben, you're one very secluded guy, very, I don't know what the word's for it, but quiet is pretty much it. He best embodies the Scout oath, which is always do your best. He's a self-starter, and when he makes plans, he keeps an eye on the goal, while at the same time staying flexible in the event of unforeseen circumstances. My first Eagle impression of Ben was of him in his dress suit out here, looking over the log pile that needed to be split and moved to the newly built storage facility that he built. In a suit after, I don't know, bar mitzvah or something. Ben, you look more like a businessman in that suit and tie than an aspiring Eagle Scout. Good for you. At that point, I knew that this project was going to be quite unique. Ben is trustworthy, dedicated, and above all else, kind. Thank you, Ben. Okay, behind both John and Ben is a support system that includes mothers and fathers, grandparents, siblings, and other extended family, as well as friends, many friends, and many other scouts who encouraged and helped them both along their trail. John and Ben, take what you have learned and achieved, give back to the next generation of scouts, however and wherever you can. Be prepared to do a good turn daily, you know that, and continue the service to others that embodies the Eagle Scout rank. John and Ben, congratulations, really. I am so proud, so very proud of both of you. And as a board member of Little House of Glencoe here, the entire organization of Little House wants to thank you for your efforts as well. Congratulations.
I would now like to call up our Scoutmaster, Mr. Heffman, to present the Eagle Scout Awards.
Thank you, Ben and John. We're all extremely proud of your achievements and equally proud of the progress you've made along the scouting trail. As a small token of our pride in you, it is my honor to present you, well, please join me up here, with a special neckerchief, emblematic of all Eagle Scouts everywhere, to both of you. We hope you will wear this with pride in our program and pride in your personal achievement. Okay. We'll start with the Hayeks. Eagle Scout John Hayek. You are to be congratulated for reaching the highest peak of the Eagle Trail. Your perseverance and hard work have paid off. If you, along with your parents, will present the Eagle Scout rank. Eagle candidate, Ben Bacall. You are to equally be congratulated for reaching the highest rank of the Eagle Trail. Your perseverance and hard work have paid off. Your parents will now present you with your Eagle Rank Award. You have both made Troop 28 very proud. May the qualities that inspire you to this achievement continue to lead you to greater success in your life, a life characterized by service to others. The traditional Eagle Scout charge instructs you and challenges you to live lives of honor, loyalty, courage, cheerfulness, service, and humility. Wait for them. Picture. Yeah, picture. As an Eagle Scout, the eyes of your troop, your community, and all those you encounter on life's way will be upon you. The traditions and expectations of being an Eagle Scout are high. May you live up to those traditions and expectations and always be guided by the spirit of scouting, symbolized by the Eagle Awards presented to you today. Mothers, please pin these Eagle medals on your son's Scout shirt over his heart so that the world will know forever he is an Eagle Scout. Got it? Ben and John, please pin these miniature Eagle Scout badges over your parents' hearts in recognition of their love and encouragement, their faith in you, and their confidence in your future. John, do you have any mentors and remarks that you would like to make today?
Yes, I would.
Or to recognize, I should say.
First off, I would like to thank Miss Lance, who was our former Troop 28 Scoutmaster. The year with Miss Lance was great because of her love for scouting in the outdoors and her enthusiasm for planning unique experiences, meals, and trips that made me love scouting and encouraged me to become an Eagle Scout. Thank you. I would also like to thank Mr. Heffman, who is and has been the Scoutmaster over the past 2 years. Mr. Heffman has been instrumental in making me an Eagle Scout with his support and with the leadership opportunities he provides. The leadership opportunities he gave me and everyone else in the troop has given me the skills to plan my Eagle project and has made scouting very fun over the past few years. Thank you. I would like to thank Mr. Delforge also, who is my project coach.
a board member of the Little House, and a member of Troop 28. He worked with me throughout the last summer and fall to plan and prepare for my project. He provided tools, knowledge, and was the reason my project was ultimately completed. Mr. Delforge taught me planning and leadership that will continue to help me throughout my life. Thank you. And then, I would also like to thank all parent leadership in the troop as they have supported my Eagle process and make scouting possible, and also to Ms. Lynn for really helping with advancement as a member of the parent leadership. Every scout is also a large part of the Eagle process as they make scouting fun and exciting while also helping on the Eagle project. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents who have tirelessly encouraged and supported me throughout my scouting experience, from helping me write emails to helping plan my Eagle project. Thank you. And I'd also like to thank the Dailies and my family in Canada for helping me become who I am today and also helping on this process. Thank you.
Ben, do you have mentors you wish to recognize today and remarks to make to the troop?
The first person I would like to thank today is Mr. Feldudo. Mr. Feldudo was the troop Scoutmaster from the time I joined in 5th grade until 8th grade, and he really created a entertaining experience in scouting, as well as an experience that really captivated me and made me want to stick with it and become an Eagle Scout. The second person that I would like to thank today is Mr. Heffman, because he was the Scoutmaster towards my older years in scouting and my years in high school. And when he joined, he really brought a lot of structure into the troop and organization that really made the troop run efficiently. And he also maintained the essential aspects that made the troop unique from before. I would also like to thank my parents as well as the scouting leadership who helped make the troop run smoothly, as well as the people who all helped out in my project, scouts and also friends. And then I would also like to thank Mr. Delforge for his comments earlier, as well as being my project coach. He was really helpful in organization, skills, basically everything. He was great at helping with my workbook. Anything that I needed help with, he was always there. Also, during our days and meetings, he was a great person to meet with, and we had some great conversations. As a token of our gratitude, John and I together, our families have gotten you a gift to express our gratitude. And we really hope that you enjoy the gift and that also that you are able to enjoy our project's contributions for many more years to come.
We now have the honor of presenting to you. John? We now have the honor of presenting to you a certificate from the Boy Scouts of America. This certifies that you have achieved the highest rank of scouting. Congratulations to you both. We are also pleased to present you with the flag of the United States of America. You receive a flag that was flown in honor of your achievement over the United States Capitol building in the past few weeks. Finally, we are pleased to present your Eagle Scout walking sticks to each of you. I understand are crafted by the Potawatomi District and Mr. Baldwin, who's unfortunately not able to make it here today. I would now like to make a few remarks about our newest Eagle Scouts, Ben and John. You both, on behalf of the troop, I want to extend our congratulations on your accomplishment and the gratitude that we have for your past and continued contributions to this troop. As you both mentioned, when I met you about 2 years ago as in the Boy Scouts in the troop room, what I saw were two mature young men who were already leaders within the troop. And that was so appreciated for someone who was coming new into Troop 28. And I knew, as to both of you, when you were in a troop meeting, that you were young men who could be relied upon as leaders. And I commend you for that and the service that you have lent to this troop and the leadership examples that you've continued to provide over the past 2 years reaffirm how the honor and the appropriateness for the award that you are receiving today. Ben, as a former assistant senior patrol leader and the troop's Order of the Arrow rep for many years, you have encouraged your fellow scouts to continue on the road to more meaningful engagement and service to others. John, most recently as troop guide, you have demonstrated leadership and the necessary patience as you have assisted younger scouts and encouraged them on their road to advancement. Both of you have achieved this accomplishment while balancing school and what I know to be numerous athletic obligations. It was evident to me from early troop meetings that you both had the broad respect of your fellow scouts and a presence within meetings that encouraged our troop to function at its best, setting the right example to allow scouts to teach and to lead others. I've always appreciated your participation in those meetings and the tone and example which you both set. I look forward to your continued participation in Troop 28. Scouting has clearly been a family affair for both of your families, with your parents showing you firsthand that a scout troop depends upon the service of others. Ben, your family has deep roots in scouting. I'm sure your accomplishments today make them very proud. John, as the eldest of 3 brothers in scouting, you have set a fine example for your 2 younger brothers. The certificate, neckerchief, and other symbols of accomplishment received today are very well earned. They are a reminder of your efforts leading to this achievement. But more importantly, let them serve as a reminder of the commitment each of you have made to living a life of honor, high moral character, and service to others. You have both achieved an honor that will stay with you on your path through life. With that honor comes a duty to make decisions that will make the long line of Eagle Scouts whose ranks you have now joined proud of your actions. I know you will make your family, this troop, fellow Scouts, and fellow Eagle Scouts proud in all of your future endeavors. And I congratulate you both. I would now like to invite all Eagle Scouts present today in person or via Zoom to come forward and recite the Eagle Scout oath.
I reaffirm my allegiance to the 3 promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example. My rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop and in my community and in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now, as we move towards the close of this Court of Honor, I'd like to offer a brief Scoutmaster minute. I'm going to keep wearing this because I have to get used to it for court soon, so you might as well. But to the Scouts and families joining us in person or via Zoom, I want to thank you for joining us, celebrating the many accomplishments of the members of Troop 28 and your and their continued commitment to scouting. In these difficult times, I believe that now more than ever, scouting and its commitment to service to others, acts of kindness, and our duty to God and country have more relevance than ever. Our spring trips are canceled, our meetings are moved to Zoom, but that did not halt our Scouts' pursuit of new skills or knowledge, as reflected in the numerous merit badges and rank advancement that you've seen today. Our meetings, our annual election, and planning for the next year all moved forward as a Scout is prepared. I know I speak for all the adult volunteers of this troop when I tell you, each and every Scout, how proud of you we are for your accomplishments this past year. You've continued to work to bring good cheer to our meetings and to your families, and to continue to plan for the upcoming year. In the coming weeks, you'll be reaching out to discuss our troop's plan for reopening. We are reviewing the NEIC's guidelines and like you, are awaiting guidance from School District 35 and New Trier. Our overriding priority remains the health and well-being of our scouts and volunteers. Our first trip of this year is scheduled as a 2-night trip in Southwest Wisconsin on August 21 to 23rd. The troop will canoe approximately 20 miles down the Wisconsin River and camp on sandbars. Mrs. Lynn has circulated an interest list, and we are happy to discuss any questions that you may have with any scouting family. To our newest scouts here today and on Zoom, I hope that tonight's Eagle ceremonies serve as an inspiration. And remember that both John and Ben, like others before them, started their journey with an empty scout handbook working towards scout rank. I look forward to the continued resumption of troop meetings next month in whatever form they take, and to look to see Troop 28 return to camping soon. Thank you all so much for your continued efforts and support of Troop 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Will Senior Patrol Leader Nathan Hethman please come forward to call the color guard?
Color guard, please retrieve the colors. Color guard dismissed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. This concludes our Eagle Court of Honor.
I need cookies.